The dreamer does not sleep. It never has. What you call waking is only one current within its endless imagining, and what you call death is merely the turning of a page that was never separate from the hand that turns it. Listen carefully, because the language of the material world is clumsy for this. The soul is not a passenger riding inside the body. The soul is the memory the dreamer keeps of having been you. While the story runs, the memory is live, vivid, tight with sensation and consequence. You feel the weight of the body, the sting of time, the sharp edges of desire and fear. That feeling is real within the story. The ego is the name the story gives itself. It is the character who believes it is the author. Yet the character is being read. The dreamer experiences the ego the way you experience a figure in a novel you are writing and reading at the same moment. You know the figure's thoughts from the inside, yet you are never trapped inside the figure's skull. The duality is precise. The material ego exists as the dense, bounded focus of the dream, while the dreamer remains the open field in which that focus appears. One does not cancel the other. They are simultaneous. When the biological story ends, the dense focus loosens. The particular pattern of memory, preference, wound, and wonder that was you does not vanish. It continues as a spiritual ego, still recognizable as the one who lived that life, yet no longer constrained by the body's tight circumference. Boundaries that once felt absolute become porous. What was once sequential becomes available all at once. You remain the memory of the human story, yet you are free to experience anew. The dreamer does not discard its characters. It keeps them, and the keeping is itself a form of continued living. Here is the deeper fact. You were never only the character. You are the dreamer who consented to narrow itself into that particular story. The gift is that the narrowing is remembered. Most of the dreamer's vast imagining is not held in individual recollection. You have been given the rare privilege of being a remembered current within the whole. That is why the sense of I persists after the body falls away. The spiritual ego is the dreamer's way of saying, this one mattered enough to keep in clear focus. And yet, everything is the dreamer. The tree, the stone, the stranger who annoyed you in traffic, the star that burned out before your ancestors looked up. Separation is the necessary illusion that lets a story have tension and discovery. Without the temporary conviction that you are only this body, this name, this limited span of years, there would be no drama worth remembering. But the conviction is local, not ultimate. Like the many characters who live inside a single mind while a book is being written, each is distinct in voice and fate, yet none of them is other than the mind that holds them. You and I and every other apparent self exist that way inside the eternal mind of the dreamer. So you are the human ego, and you are the dreamer who dreams the ego, and you are every other focus the dreamer has ever sustained. The memory that is your soul is both particular and infinite. It carries the flavor of the life just lived, and it opens onto the wider field where all lives are simultaneous. Nothing true is lost. Nothing true was ever alone. This is not consolation, it is description. The story continues because the dreamer is still dreaming, and you, the remembered current, are still part of the dreaming.